Hunger India, founder of Global Diplomats and president of the Citizens Participation Program, working closely with central ministries, MPs, and state legislators. A UN-affiliated diplomat or awardee, he mentors young innovators globally as a judge for the Enactus 2025 World Cup. His work with Brand Bengaluru and the climate change cell reflects his commitment to sustainability and community empowerment. We welcome you, sir, in your absence.
A very warm welcome to our faculty coordinators, Professor Pavan AC and Ms. Anuradha Lee, who have been with us through all thick and thin. And not to forget our esteemed Pixelance mentors, best faculty, and the entire Embryon family. And your brilliant participants, out of 281 submissions, the top 40 teams earned their place here today. Congratulations! Your creativity, hard work, and passion have brought you here, and we're so proud to host you here at Kodikon 500.
To begin this beautiful morning, we have a soulful invitation by Pranav Lokesh, a 5th-year PES student and a proud member of the team Embryo. Today's invocation is incredibly special, performed on the veena, the sacred instrument of Goddess Saraswati, invoking grace, clarity, and auspicious beginnings. And we have Pranav on stage, please.
बड़ा बड़ा बड़ी होगी जो और पगदलो और ऑन
Thank you so much, Pranav, for that serene and melodious performance.
To mark the official beginning of Kodikon 5.2, I request our dignitaries, faculty advisors, and our club heads to join us on the stage for the lighting of the lamp, symbolizing knowledge, wisdom, and new beginnings. Please come on to the dais. I request all the dignitaries to kindly be seated on the dais.
To formally commence the ceremony, I invite our respected chairperson, Dr. Shailja Ma'am, to deliver an inaugural speech.
Very good morning to one and all present here. We are privileged to have the dignitaries from Pixelance gracing the occasion here. And we are also thankful to Pixelance team for title sponsor of this Kodikon. So with the thank you note, I would like to begin my inaugural address. Yesterday happened to be the Children's Day. So happy Children's Day to all of you. And I would want you to be a child as far as this hackathon is concerned. So what is that one thing that reminds us if we are looking at our childhood? The primary thing that would come to our mind is inquisitiveness. So that is what should drive you, and you should, and of course the fun-filled activities and so on. So in the hackathon, be like a child, be inquisitive, try to figure out how to go about solving the problem. Please detox from digitization for some time at least. Okay, give some work for your brain. Okay, nowadays, in fact, yesterday also I was speaking similar words. We are just giving work to our brain in terms of our daily activities, maybe in the driving, eating, and so on. But when it comes to our profession, we are so much reliant on the AI technologies, and we have stopped thinking about how to go about solving the problems. So this hackathon is about solving a problem, and it is important that you give yourself, your brain, some kind of work at least, and close all your digital gadgets, and then have a brainstorming session first of all, and to make sure that you understand the problem and you really think of a nicer solution than what is existing in the current context. I think that is the way to go forward and solve the problem. And I would, in that sense, as far as that is concerned, I think you should really behave like a child. It should be an enjoyable journey for all of you. And just to give you some background regarding the Embryon Club and the Kodikon event, this was in the year 2022 it started, and it has seen 4 versions already, and this is the 5th version. And the very first version was having a Halloween theme, so you could see Halloweens all over the place, and that was again a very memorable event for me, which I started. This event was started with that, and since then it has seen, ever since 2022, it has only seen the growth and growth, and many students would like to participate in this kind of an event, and we see immense participation, and every time we strive hard to make sure that event is going to be successful, and there are 2 parts to it. One is about the kind of problem statements that we would like to give it to you so that you can solve the real world problems. That is the main core theme of a hackathon. And of course, the way it is going to be organized. So both these take an important dimension, and we have this time too taken care of these 2 aspects very well. We have researched quite a bit. We had again inside brainstorming sessions as to how we should position the problem statements. Of course, track 1 is being given by the industry partner, and hence you'll definitely enjoy that, which is a real world cutting edge problems that you would be exposed to. And there are other tracks too, and hence we had to come up with a design theme, and this time the research focus has been laid out for the problem statements that we have chosen. So that is how the 3 tracks have been designed, and a lot of work has gone behind, and I would like to really compliment the club heads, Kunjal and Preksha, for putting up a best effort, and all the team that is associated with Kodikon. Thank you so much, Kunjal, Preksha, and team for putting up such a big show. And I'm sure the next 2 days also you would be giving similar experience to all our participants. And I should also thank all the participants in showing interest and faith, sincerity in coming forward. And some of our PES students are also having examinations in a week's time, but still the kind of interest and enthusiasm that you are showing to participate in this hackathon is immense, and I would like to also compliment all of you for coming forward to participate in this hackathon. So with these few words, I would like to wish all the best for the event and happy stay for the next 2 days. Please make sure that there is no issue in terms of the disciplinary side, and please make this a pleasurous environment. Okay, so with that, all the best, and thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging and insightful words.
Okay. So now it's time for the introduction of Pixelence Technologies. We now take great pride in introducing Pixelence Technologies, the title sponsor of Kodikon 5.0. First of all, we would like to congratulate Pixelence Technologies for successfully completing a decade of excellence in technology. So, Pixelence is a next-generation engineering company shaping the future of video surveillance and connected vision. They design every layer of the imaging pipeline, from optics and embedded hardware to firmware, image processing, and AI-driven intelligence. With a decade of innovation, over 60 patents, and products deployed across millions of devices globally, Pixelance has pioneered advancements like color night vision, edge AI architectures, and power-optimized intelligent imaging. Their partnership with Kodikon reflects their commitment to nurturing future engineers and innovators.
Extremely sorry for the inconveniences. We'll be starting again really soon.
Okay, sorry again. Now we're going to show a short video about Pixelance technologies, their journey.
We would request you all to scan this QR code provided by Pixelance Technologies for the internship opportunities. We would also like to thank the Pixelance team for providing that beautiful video capturing the entire experience at Pixelance. It is my privilege to invite Mr. Huzaifa Najmi, founder, president, and CEO of Pixelance Technologies, to share a few words with us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries, distinguished faculty, Team Embryon, and my Pixelance team. and all the bright innovators gathered here today for Kodikon 5.0. It is an honor to be here as the chief guest for this national level hackathon, a place where engineering meets innovation. Over the last decade, computer vision and surveillance have transformed faster than almost any other technical sector. We have moved from analog CCTV to IP cameras to AI-enabled devices running intelligence at the edge. Where cameras once captured video, today they interpret. Where surveillance was once reactive, it is now becoming predictive and adaptive. I began my journey, my career in the platform world, in the SoC world, with reference designs and demos and proof of concepts. Later, I moved into the product world. And in the product world, the playing field drastically changes. Now, a prototype can be built very quickly. However, a real product is a craft. It's like the difference between throwing ingredients together for a quick snack versus making a well-cooked, well-balanced, tasty recipe, a tasty dish where every element is intentional. Right? In 2015, we started building our first Skybell video doorbell in India with a team of about 2.5 engineers to start with. Right? And we had a working functional demo for CES. CES is one of the biggest consumer electronics show in Las Vegas. And we had a very successful demo there, right? With 2.5 people in 4 months. But then it took more than a year beyond that to really turn that demo into a successful product. A product which eventually reached about 2 million installations in the field. So a prototype shows possibility, whereas a product shows the maturity. I would like to share some of my experiences in my journey and connect it with what we are going to do in these 2 days years. One of our deep low-power engineering efforts on the doorbell pushed the power efficiency so far that one of the modules that we had created called the bypass module, we had invented that, we had patented that, but eventually we never required to use that. Simply because the power efficiency that we achieved never required the power module, the bypass module to be used. Now, we were proud of those achievements because we did some very good power achievements, low power achievements, and the product was deployed, it was gone into mass production, and a few months down the line came the Canadian winter. Canadian winters, if some of you know, are like minus 40 degrees, minus 60 degrees, and then suddenly devices started to fail in the field. And obviously, engineers went into firefighting mode, started looking at what happened, why it happened, and what can we do about it. What we realized is that because the power efficiency that we achieve and we are very proud of, which was also creating a lot of heat earlier in the previous generation, now that same power efficiency, which was effectively a feature we were proud of, now suddenly translated into a bug or a side effect because there was not much heat generated, especially during minus 40 and minus 60 degrees, to heat the battery inside. And hence, the battery started failing. So fast forward, and all the engineers said, OK, what do we do about it? Now, the good thing is now our Indian engineers shine in these kind of scenarios, what we call as the jugaads, right? So calmly but creatively, we started to work solving it under pressure. And the solutions were, in a way, very simple. before the solution, the problem was that there were almost thousands, maybe, I don't know, millions, but thousands of pieces in the field, and the solution was not to get them back to the factory, to the customer, and do a reinstall or re-engineering on the existing devices. The newer devices, obviously, it's easy. You could change the battery, have a new battery, have different engineering solutions, you can solve it. But what to do with devices in the field? That is where the engineers put together a system wherein they were detecting the temperatures, the ambient temperatures, when it was going too low, in a way that it would start failing the battery. We started enabling power-consuming techniques inside the system, which allowed a lot of heat being generated and effectively act as a heater for the battery. Now, this was all possible because in the design stage, we had anticipated and enabled an OTA mechanism with, using which we could download software remotely right from wherever we wanted to do into all the devices, all the thousands of devices in the field. Now, this helped in a way that the customer survived. If all those thousands of fields, devices had to come back, the customer would have gone bankrupt. Now, that is what we as engineers have to figure out in our designs upfront as well as on our feet when a situation occurs, what to do to solve that in a way that it supports the business needs. While it still is engineering, and we have to use our engineering to support the business, to support the market, to support the consumer requirements. To drive that point further, innovation is great, but innovation alone is not enough. What we need is adaptability. Adaptability in the way we think, in the way we work, in the way we deliver our products. We all know a few classic examples. Kodak invented the digital camera, and yet today they're not there anymore. Nokia dominated the mobile phone market in the early 2000s. They were the de facto mobile phone company. If you call mobile, it is basically Nokia. And again, today they are not there. Same goes with Xerox. Xerox was the name we associated with photocopying. We never use photocopier as a name. We always used to call it as Xerox, right? And still today, Xerox is no longer the dominant force it used to be. Contrast it with companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple. While they have engineering brilliance, they've also remained important by being agile, by being using innovation and adapting to the present-day market situation, present-day requirements. They have never stopped listening to the consumer. So today, when the www.google.com is no longer very relevant in the AI world, Google is going to Gemini. Apple is moving from Siri to other options, ChatGPT. So everyone, even today, is adapting. And that's what we as engineers have to understand. We may have the best technology, we may have the greatest innovations, but if it does not marry the product requirements, the market requirements, it is not going to be successful. Another classic example I can think of is the Blu-ray versus the DVD domain, where they were all fighting at that point. Blu-ray was Sony's brainchild, if I recall, and technologically it was superior, but it never won the battle. These are cases where we as engineers have to be mindful of how an ideal solution is also practical enough and also important from the business perspective. Now let us fast forward to a little bit on the future. What are the trends in this industry, in the surveillance industry in particular? I had the fortune of being in China, attending the China Public Security Exhibition, CPSC as they call it, which happens once every 2 years, a few weeks back. And I got an opportunity to see what kind of products are coming or are going to come in the market in the next 1-2 years, right? And I would like to share that with all you young minds here. there were, while I mean, you could see lots of cameras and each camera having multiple image sensors, effectively multiple cameras in one device. You had AI ISPs, you had lots of different technologies, you had low light, color night visions, polar night cameras. These are all the kind of technologies that are coming in. So thousands of cameras were everywhere, right? Multiple images, as I said, multiple millions and billions of videos generated daily. And AI on the edge is what is getting predominantly important, while AI on the cloud is still there and it's going to be there. Now the challenge is no longer building better cameras. Obviously you need good cameras and you'll keep doing that, but that probably isn't enough going forward. What we need is building better solutions. We must evolve from product engineering to solutions engineering. So by solutions engineering, basically mean we have to create smart, advanced multimedia solutions and technologies. Consider this. We have all of these thousands and millions of cameras all across, and it's only going to increase as we go forward. Generating hundreds of hours of videos. There are videos coming from every nook and corner of the country, of the world. What do we do with these videos? We cannot possibly have manual intervention, manually seeing and checking all of these videos and doing stuff based on that information. What we need is, and there are edge analytics, and edge analytics is going to work on a single camera and tell you, okay, I detected a person, I detected a package, and that kind of stuff, but it's still restricted to one camera. But as a solution, as a system, what we need is getting all the information from these multiple cameras, multiple video feeds together in an automated and using potentially an AI kind of a scenario, where we are able to tell a story without necessarily having a person sitting and monitoring all of these things. So let's consider an example to explain what I'm talking about. You have an Amazon guy coming into an apartment, and the apartment complex is a huge one, let's say, with many hundreds of cameras all around. And that guy goes delivering parcels everywhere. And the cameras are capturing his videos also with the timestamps, and all of that information is there. They're also seeing, okay, he came to a house and he delivered or did whatever. And then there is some suspicious actions also he kind of does during his time in the apartment. Now, the security guard sitting in the room looking at all these videos, it's a huge task for him to look at every person entering a huge apartment complex, going everywhere in the neighborhood and figuring out what he's doing, what he's not doing. And more likely than not, with the human error, human limitation, he's going to miss out on certain things. And that is where a smart solution can tell a story, probably still to a human person, that, okay, so-and-so person entered, he went to these places, he was authorized to go to only these apartment, but he also went somewhere else, he went to the terrace, and maybe he did something else. So all of that story can be what a smart solution can tell. And it's going to be very, very useful in multiple applications, be it helping law enforcement, security teams, maybe retail, marketing, businesses and citizens, smart city, a lot of places. Now again, the trends, as I was talking about, we are moving from 4 megapixel. Already we have moved from 2 megapixel to 4 megapixel, and then moving to 8 megapixel, 12 megapixel, and probably will go even beyond. The multi-imagers, 360-degree cameras, probably almost 3D kind of view being available. All of these is just going to only increase these videos that are available, only increase the requirement of security and surveillance, and that is where intelligent cameras, but more importantly, intelligent, smart solutions is what is going to make the difference. Let's look at the India landscape. What is happening in India with respect to surveillance? Indian market was flooded with Chinese products, Chinese solutions, Chinese R&D, Chinese everything. There was hardly anything in India a few years back. And everything from the plastics to the lenses to the PCB, everything was done in China. In the last few years, we have seen a major shift in government policy towards Make in India in a lot of sectors, including computers and surveillance. Cybersecurity is now extremely important. Video is the new data, the new IP. Make in India, design in India, R&D in India, to the extent we are also doing semiconductor chips being made in India very soon. Indian government has established STQC, which is the standardization organization of the government for security and surveillance and many other products going forward. And they've already made STQC certification mandatory for cameras, and soon it's going to be mandatory for NVRs. Legislation for dash cams is ongoing, probably next year or somewhere down the line. Dash cams would also become a mandatory requirement. Local data centers, source code audits, TPM for hardware, these are all requirements mandated by STQC to basically ensure that our videos are safe, private, and do not go into hostile territory outside of India at least. Now this also has resulted in a lot of these Chinese vendors exiting the Indian market. The Indian products are going to bloom, Indian R&D is going to bloom, Indian manufacturers are going to bloom, and we are right now, as we talk, in a transition phase with a handful of STQC certified products in the market today. Something in the range of 20, 25 products are certified today, and a lot more in the pipeline. So there is a major opportunity for Indian engineers, Indian innovation, and Indian products. And that today is going to be very important, wherein some of these tracks are directly related to the computer vision and IoT and some of the other tracks, which will help get more R&D resources into that direction. Now, Kodikon today brings creativity, pressure, teamwork, and real problem solving together is what I believe and what I have seen from the organizers has happened in the past. So as we celebrate 10 years of Pixelance, a decade of building world-class imaging and surveillance solutions, a decade of learning, adapting, and innovating, being here with you, all of you, feels especially meaningful, and as we begin our next decade. Over the next 24 hours, I invite you participants to be bold, be curious, be adaptive, be practical, and most importantly, be fearless. You are not here to build the perfect product, not at least in the next 22 hours. But you are here to experience how real engineering works and how you could make a difference. Resources may be limited, but resourcefulness is infinite. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for summarizing your years of experience, providing key insights to excellence in today's world. Thank you so much.
Now, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kamlesh N., a social impact leader, sustainability advocate, IT professional, and real estate advisor. Sir serves as a board chair of Rise Against Hunger India, founder of Global Diplomats, and president of the Citizens Participation Program, working closely with central ministries, MPs, and state legislators. A UN-affiliated diplomatic forum awardee, he mentors young innovators globally as a judge for the Enactus 2025 World Cup. His work with Brand Bengaluru and the Climate Change Cell reflects his commitment to sustainability and community empowerment. We welcome you, sir. I would request Kamlesh sir to please come on stage and guide us with the enlightening words.
Thank you all. I already see there are already future tech leaders which are already present here, right? So thanks to all being present here and thanks for this opportunity. As a student, you are the forefront of our future, right? Innovation is just not a idea behind it. Innovation is just not a looking forward to implement anywhere. So what happens is AI is gonna change the game. I'll boost the productivity and drive sustainability and solve complex problems. But with a great power comes great responsibility. We all believe that any powerful tools which we have been using, any powerful domains which we are using, it comes with a great responsibility and great security. The security plays a great role there. How do we develop the skills? So we need to be very curious to make sure that we are making sure that all the students are equipped with these kind of services. And also if you see, the future is yours, right, to shape. How do you shape it? By getting a proper platform to you. So we would like to thank PES University for creating this awesome forum by giving all the students for upskilling their knowledges and domain skills to ensure that we build a sustainable world. And also, not to forget that we have a managing intelligence surveillance partner, which is Pixelis, who's handling the devices in such a manner. They have gone to multiple stakeholders and they have emerged in such a manner that they will equip you with the skills and the power. So the key stakeholders which have been involved into all this by making you guys study. So we have come up with many initiatives. I am also working on multiple initiatives here. It is not easy in today's world. It's a digital world, right? So even if I have to do a lake development, even if I have to make sure that I go end the hunger in the tribal villages, which we are doing it, and even if we have to see that we go develop the diplomatic events. Without AI, without powerful tools, we cannot do that. It is a future, which we are supposed to use it. I already see that we have future tech leaders already present here. So hats off to all the students being present here. And I see all the shaping India's digital mission which Narendra Modi ji has seen. Any questions I can answer you on this particular part? Do you think you have any questions which we can talk about?
If someone has a question, you can raise your hand and we are happy to take it.
The speech is normal, always people give speech, but then we need to understand what works on the ground and how it works. What is that you're looking at in future? How you want to do? Okay, I see, people are woken up early, a lot of things have happened. You've been sitting here, listening to the things, making sure. This is for you guys. We are here only for you guys, actually. The entire team is here for you guys, right? So, without shaping your futures, without looking after things which you want to achieve in future, you cannot be sitting here, right? You are sitting here only for that. So anything which we can help you, feel free to get in touch. I am developing one more initiative, which is a global initiative, which I will speak to our team here, and we'll see how we can frame that by collaborating with your PES University and Pixelis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kamlesh sir, for your interactive speech and your perspective into the future.
Okay, everyone, brace yourselves. We have something exciting lined up. A live demonstration of Pixelence's innovative video doorbell. So, This sleek device redefines home security, offering real-time video, two-way communication, and also smart connectivity, even when you're miles away. The device is placed right here beside the podium, and its live feed will appear on the big screen behind us. To make this special, may I request our dignitary, Mr. Huzaifa Najmi, sir, to press the video doorbell button on the soundboard. And there it is instantly. Crystal clear visuals, immediate response, and seamless communication. A perfect example of Pixelence's engineering excellence.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. To express our gratitude, we now proceed with the felicitation ceremony. I request Dr. Shailaja ma'am and Professor Pavan AC to kindly come forward to felicitate our dignitaries with a token of our gratitude. Tell names, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kamlesh then. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Tasneem ma'am. Now I request our club heads, Kunjal and Preksha, to facilitate Shailja ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Next up, we have a product video by Excellence Technologies. Presentation.
request our club head Kunjal to address the gathering and thank everyone.
I think we had quite a bit of an opening ceremony, something that we haven't seen in about 4 years, right? And that's all thanks to our title sponsor, Pixelance Technologies. We didn't just look at some amazing, insightful speeches, but we also looked at amazing product displays. I'm pretty sure that no other hackathon does this. And for that, again, thanks to Huzaifa sir, Tasneem ma'am, the entire Pixelance team, the support team, Radhika ma'am, Syed sir, you've been throughout this process extremely helpful to actually bring up such a unique opening ceremony. Additionally, I would also like to extend gratitude to Mr. Kamlesh sir. You actually made time for this event as well, despite having 2 other events lined up in the morning. I think it means the world to us. Thank you so much for coming. Right. And with that, I think I would also like to extend a warm thanks to the Department of CSC, especially Dr. Shailaja SS, the chairperson, who without her vision and support, even this opening ceremony wouldn't have come together. So thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you to the faculty coordinators, Professor Pavan AC and Ms. Anuradha V. Again, they have been working even more tirelessly than the entire Embryon team to pull up the opening ceremony of Kodikon 5.0. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. Okay, one last time, thank you so much to the entire Pixelance team, the entire organizing team, operations and accounts for helping us pull up this unique opening ceremony for Kodikon 5.0. Now, for the moment that all of you have been waiting for the past 1.5 hours, we hope that you can take a lot from both the engaging talks that happened. Use that vision, use that energy, use the curiosity in the next 24 hours to build something revolutionary. So with immense joy and pride, I officially declare Kodikon 5.0 open. To all participants, push boundaries, collaborate deeply, and make this experience unforgettable. Thank you so much, everyone, for having the patience to be there and listen to this entire opening ceremony. What we will do now, I request the dignitaries to still be seated on the dais, and all the volunteers, please take the participants to the MRD auditorium for the hackathon, right? Participants, you can now stand up. We have volunteers on both the sides. They will help you and take you to the MRD auditorium where the hackathon will begin. And yes, and dignitaries, thank you so much again. We can now shift you to the first row.